In this video, now we're going to drill down into the actual products and food items and menu items that you're going to be selling. So in all food trucks, you're going to have a commissary where you do all your batch preparation in advance of going out to your site, wherever you're going to be for that day, whether it's a street food day or a catering event that you're going to. Here again, all the green areas are what you can fill in. So whatever the menu item name is, you just type that in right here. How many servings are in this particular batch that you're going to be creating? What's the price of this particular serving? And then here's the second waste factor. This is a waste factor that applies to the entire batch. That if somehow there's some kind of a waste, whether it's moving things from one tray to another or repackaging or whatever, I have this in at a relatively high number, but this should be relatively low. This should really be more down in that 2 to 3% range. So let's just change that to 2% now, just to show you how you change things. Now, in the actual, what goes into this particular food item, you have labor, and then you have all these different types of ingredients. Now here again, all of these you can type in whatever you want. You can see this says meat, but if you have other ingredients, you just name what those ingredients are, and you can have up to 10 ingredients, the way this is set up. Now, first thing on your labor is, what is the batch labor to prepare just this batch? So here I've got a half hour in here at $20 an hour. So that means in this batch, you've got $10 in labor to create these 20 servings. Then a common item, obviously meat. If this is ground beef, if this is chicken breast, you can title this whatever you want. And then what is the unit of that you're using? Is it pounds, ounces? Is it each? Like in green peppers, you use 3 green peppers, so that would be an each. Is it in gallons? Is it kilos? Or is it grams? So this is just a drop down menu. So this is set up for 5 pounds. You're going to use 5 pounds of meat for 20 servings, which comes out to, in this case, about a quarter of a pound per serving. And then what is your cost per unit, meaning what is your cost per pound for that particular kind of meat? And then what is your waste factor? Okay, so in meats now, you can have a waste factor, maybe from trimming. So you might be adding in a 3% waste factor, and now you can see that it's going to affect really your total cost, because you would theoretically, if you're losing 3%, you would really need to add a little bit of quantity to your batch to maintain whatever your protein amount is for your recipe. Then all your other items that go into it, you can type in whatever goes here. Are you putting in, what's the unit that you're measuring to put into this recipe? What is the quantity? What's your cost per ounce? And then what's the waste factor? Now, typically, if you're putting in 3 ounces of garlic, you're not going to really have any waste. Beef stock, any other ingredients. And what this is going to do then is give you a total cost for each of these ingredients that winds up going into this particular batch. Then it comes down and it's going to calculate what's your cost per batch, what is your product cost, what are your percentage costs per batch, and then it's going to break it down to a cost per serving. So this is where you really want to look at these numbers and make sure that these numbers are at or below what you put in to this worksheet for your cost of goods sold before this waste factor. So that's how batch prep works, and there's 10 different work areas here, going all the way down to food item 10 name. Change whatever it is to whatever that menu item is for you, and so you'll be able to calculate up to 10 different food items, menu items, with this page. Plus, you can always duplicate this page if you want to do another 10. So thanks for watching, and the next video is going to now be going into your G&A inputs and how those projections roll into all your summaries and how you start entering in some of your specific startup costs and how that flows into the other documents included in your BizCORE. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.